Today is not Monday. Oh. Sama has arrived. Chin is so excited to meet you. Oh. Just Harrier says SigmaShake reading SigmaShake. Just Harrier says SigmaShake go to bed SigmaSnake. Just then don't go bed. Sigma says snake. A new Master Sama has arrived. Welcome, Just Harrier Sama. Navi-chan is so excited to meet you.
Bravo! Bravo! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's not Monday today, it is Wednesday.
Just Harrier says, oh, stop, bro, it sounds dirty.
Wednesday. Not Monday. So yeah, just to clarify for those just tuning into the stream and watching the recording, I had a notification on Twitch that said Monday, 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 and I didn't update it because I guess yesterday I only had 3 hours of sleep. So I just I went to sleep and then I started streaming and I didn't change the Twitch title, which is usually done manually. So yeah, just Harrier just told me, notice that this stream saying it wasn't Monday. Okay. Let's start the stream, guys. Let's start the stream. Let's put on our good vibes music. We have our not this one. Oh no, did we lose it? This is the clickbait girl. Clickbait girl. Okay, this one. All right, cool. Put in our vibe music. Lower this. All right. Music good. Sound level's good. Looks like it. All right. Today.
Just Harrier says, why don't you listen to Largo Olfactotum?
Largo effect. Oh, I don't know. Let me check what that is. All right, guys. Okay, we gotta move that chat bubble slightly higher because let's see. Okay, could you move the chat bubble Oh, I'm so used to voice. Okay, guys, we gotta set up voice. We just gotta open voice. I still need to release voice to the public for everyone and get it signed and deployed for Mac, Windows, and Linux so people could download it. I haven't worked on it. I was mainly focusing on SSG desktop. Can you update or adjust the sizing to be the exact black box shape as the media source or music playlist source? You see that? Oh, it's not pasting. Music playlist source. So, and OBS. All right. So we have the chat bubble show up. It's not in the proper sizing location. And as you know, Claude takes over my stream, configures everything. I try to not touch anything in OBS. It does all the overlay for me. Let's go to that. Let's go to that recommendation. Let's see. I'm a big fan of classical, but what's this? All right, let's do this. Let's take a pause.
Just Harrier says first one.
I'm gonna add this. Let's see. How do I add this? I have to make my own playlist. Oh wow, he's actually singing it. Oh, it's in low quality, sorry.
Just Harrier says,
wow.
But the first one is even more legendary.
This first one is legendary? Oh, okay, I should have done that. Oh my goodness. Wow. Legend. Wow. Amazing. Ah.
Ah, che bel vivere, che bel piacere, che bel piacere per un barbiere di qualità, di qualità. Ah, bravo Figaro, bravo, bravissimo, bravo. La 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 la. Ah, dolcissimo per verità, bravo. La 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 la. Fortunatissimo per verità, fortunatissimo per verità. La 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 la. Pronto per tutto l'ora del giorno, sempre di torno in giro sa, mi dico cagna per un barbiere, vita più nobile non si dà. La 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 la.
How does he do it? How does he do it?
Rada di pettini, lanci di forbici al mio comando, tutto qui sta. Lanci di forbici, rada di petti al mio comando, tutto qui sta. Bella risorsa.
He has the facial expressions too. It's perfect.
Just Harrier says years of practice.
Years of practice. I gotta start every stream. You gonna hear me? La 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 la.
Col cavaliere. La 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 la.
I can't do that.
Che bel vivere, che bel piacere, che bel piacere. Per un barbiere di qualità, di qualità. Tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono, donne, ragazzi, vecchi fanciulle. Quella parrucca? Resta la barba. Quella sanguigna? Resta il biglietto, tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono, tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono. Quella parrucca?
Just Harrier says which browser you use.
Firefox. Firefox. It's the only browser that allows me to have the extensions to do ad blocker. Why not Brave? I used Brave before, but they inject a bunch of crypto mining stuff in there, so I stopped. Crypto wallets and stuff. It's weird. Your browser shouldn't contain wallets for stuff. Makes no sense. Not yet, anyway. Figaro. Figaro.
Figaro là, Figaro qua, Figaro là, Figaro su, Figaro giù, Figaro su, Figaro giù, Figaro su. Pronto precisimo, son come stabile, sono manco della città, della città, della città, della città, della città.
What is this, 5 minutes? Okay.
A new challenger appears. Hi, hi. Just Harrier said here comes the legendary part.
Hard at work, I see.
United Sama.
They're doing our intro, we just woke
To
up.
have you, Naya. Ivy will help Sama.
Oh wait, why is Navi still showing the duplicate messages? Oh, it's fine, I guess. It's fine. Sounds good, guys. We need opening songs, right? We play a lot of classical here to avoid the copyright. So yeah, we have Jess Harrier provide a recommendation to add to the starting stream songs of the stream before I go live. Really helps out. I'm having a lot of trouble. We're gonna be listening to a lot of this, guys. A lot of this. If we don't have anything better, if we don't have anything better than this. Because this one's like nice chill vibes, the one that I want to hear at least. And so I do like the art that they have. The art looks awesome, at least. I like it, I like it. You subscribe. And it's that easy to have a YouTube channel, guys. You just play retro music, have like nice art, and then just play for long periods of time, hours of music. Makes sense, makes sense. It's really hard to make it with IRL stuff, guys. Really hard, really hard. Really hard. All right. Let's get this to HD. And today, guys, I'm going to announce exclusively right now. Let's see, let's go to our schedule. Let's see, streaming tomorrow at 11 a.m. PST because I have some schedule conflicts with the stream. So we'll have to do that. Other thing too is
Just Harrier
new
says
product.
a real mathematician can mathematically mathematize mathematical mathematiculation. Just Harrier says a real mathematician can mathematically
said it twice.
mathematize
Why did
mathematical
she say it twice?
mathematiculati.
Why does she say it twice, guys? God. Why did she say it twice? All right. What's this? Is this Navi? No, which one's Navi? Simulation? This one's Navi? All right. Okay. You need to fix Navi. She's saying things twice from the Twitch. And could you remove the chat bubble from Navi? Because it's showing double on both the chat and Navi's area. So just only show the chat bubble if people do @Navi. Oops, god dang it. Alright guys, the other thing guys, bro, you tried to read it loud. Aren't I Navi? That's true, that's true. I am Navi. I am Navi. Guys. Look. Look. Go to my channel. Let's go to my channel. I'm gonna go to
Hey, new master, Sama has arrived.
Hey, what's up guys?
So thrilled to meet you.
3 people right away in the get-go. What's up?
Let's get started.
What's up guys? What's up? Alright guys. Let's see where's my clip? Where's my clip? Where's my clip, guys? Where's my clip?
We are just barely live from the TV.
Oh, I gotta see what happened
Technology,
there.
the Fortress Finance.
Wait. I gotta see what happened to Navi's voice. What happened to Navi's voice? Hello, Navi? Hello? Of course, Navi's not responding. Hey, Navi, hello? You hear me?
I am Navi, and I am super excited to help you with anything you need. Sama!
Sama!
I am your super energetic and eager to please made AI assistant, ready to help you with anything.
Oh my god.
Hi!
Okay. There you go. Guys. New product, guys. New product. We are creating SigmaShake workspace, guys. SigmaShake workspace. And I'm going to say that this is not a clone of BridgeMine workspace. It's completely different. I feel like users should not be allowed to, when they use the platform, if they make a similar workspace type product platform, I think we're gonna design our method of creating a mono repo and releasing a project similar to SigmaShake platform, and we're gonna make it generalized enough so that other users could easily have the same setup and infrastructure with Cloudflare and all this other services using my setup. So that it'll be really easy for anybody to like create my similar platform. An example is like I have several. I have one mono repo, right? I have one mono repo. Let me create a new page here. I'm surprised it didn't complain when it ran. asking for me to run SigmaShake. Okay, we are going to SSG. Okay, let's just show my project, guys. This is my project. Let's see here. Let's have this as the background. All right, guys. So this is my mono repo. At the top, you can see, you know, SigmaShake mono. That's the main folder, right? And underneath that folder is several other project folders, guys. Several. This is what keeps the stream running. This is what keeps the platform running. And I'm gonna devise a way that my viewers can have the same setup, so that, and to visually see it, not just as files or folders, but in like a whole. We're gonna transform SigmaShake desktop to be able to create and manage the mono repo visually, and see progress of tasks and everything about the project and workspace. And I feel like, you know, everyone wants to always know what I'm using, what technologies I'm working with, how I do things. So I'm gonna create like a portable platform that other people could use to create the same setup. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? We have, maybe people are also interested in my my layout too, but this layout is an acquired taste. Like, it's not for everyone. You really have to practice. That's same text spoken twice. Literal duplicate. Yeah, I feel like for Navi's chat bubble arena, which triggers, okay, at Navi. All right, at Navi. Yeah, at Navi only, okay. And so that's what's gonna happen for the stream, guys. We are working on a lot of stuff at the same time. One is, why is the vibe chat not showing up? That's the one thing I'm curious about. Why is nobody showing up in chat? Why is nobody? I see nobody in the Vibecoder sim source overlay. I don't see anybody in chat walking around. All right, working on that. But yeah, 11 o'clock in 30 minutes, guys. We'll have news talk there soon. Let's see here. And then chat bubbles there. We should probably have a different background for that. Maybe. Let's see. Should it be its own background? Probably. Its own background. Let's do it. See that. Let's see. Add that as a source, guys. Add that as a source. Or music playlist. Clickbait thumbnail. Nope. Alert clips. Nope. Redact. Nope. Nope. Music playlist. Boom. Boom, bang, boom. Window. 1999. Okay. All right. We got it. All right. What are we doing next? We could put this on repeat. Put it on repeat. Awesome. All right. So we did the announcement. Let's go over our metrics. Our metrics. Oh, actually, give me a hold up for a second. Need to be right back. Be right back. Okay. Okay. Back again. All right. Where are we? Where are we, guys? Let's see here. Accept auto edits. Want to proceed? Yes. Allow all edits. All right. Reviving. We need to add back the people, the walking people. We need to add back toggle configurations. Okay. And then we're adding back, proceeding with the scaffold for workspace. And I'll accept edits. Okay. Right, news at 11. News at 11, guys.
Vibecoding United says, what did you accomplish yesterday?
Yesterday, we accomplished publishing Windows version and Mac version and Linux version of SigmaShake Desktop. So users now are able to just download. We signed it with the Microsoft, and we signed it our product with Mac, and also publicly released for Linux. Probably should show like I tried to show some visualization up here for what it was.
Vibecoding United says, do you have feedback from users?
Not yet. I do have to like implement ways to add feedback for users. That sounds like a good idea. Let's do it. Because we need feedback from users, and we had to add a support page for users too. So I'll do that after the toggle configurations. So we'll add that to the list. To do. We did this already. Done. Profile time, add variables, identify how many tool use. All right. To fix desktop download, yes, we fixed that. Feedback, support. All right. Update desktop for documentation, to be easy for users. I think we did that. Fix observability, capacity rotation. Yep. Fix emotes and rewards. Oh, make emotes. Navi chatbot. We have that. Segment part line. Oh, we haven't done that. Guys. Is it working? Is it working? Is it starting? All right, start AutoCut. Okay. We need to also update AutoCut. SigmaShake pipeline. Oh, I'll pause that for now. Actually, we'll have to update that. OBS chat, identify when users use channel points. Okay. Add back all games. We did that. Fix segment pipeline. We still need to do. Overlay text on screen of chatters like Japanese. Probably not. We already have something there. Navi talking to Navi, another AI. Possibility. All right. Did it fix it? Do I need to restart? Vibecoder. Let's see here. Refresh cache. Nope. Everything is live. Here's what's wrong. OBS browser source, legacy, dimensions. Do I need to restart any services? Because I still don't see it in OBS. All right. What's here? Okay, day 17. All right. Let's see, day. Right. I guess this is day. Should have made a new day. Day 19. Day 19. We gotta properly put this as like an actual header. Right? Do that every day. We gotta do our Reddit post highlights. I don't have any highlights. I didn't have enough time to like look at highlights today. But I'll do that. So let's. What do we have for that? Okay. We add our to-dos. Which one? Vibecoder sim, browser sources hard restarted, hard shutdown. Right click, interact. All right, let's see that. Refresh cache. Huh. Interact. There's a few people in my stream and we don't see them. That's weird. That's weird. Might be all the updates we did just now. Why? Nobody's showing up? No one's showing up? Chat bubble. Okay, update the chat bubbles. Yes, allow all. We're adding workspace. All right, all right, all right. So how's it cracking? Coders United? What should I call you? Vibe? United? Or something else? Vibe? Probably Vibe. It's not taken yet in my head. No one has the name Vibe yet. Double speak fix is fixed. Okay. Perfect. Let's clear this. We need to add a feedback solution for users to add feedback and get support. Wow, why does it ask so much? Okay. We need to implement a solution for SSG, UI, and SigmaShake desktop, Electrobun, to have a support page or section to get support and add product feedback. That will automatically create a support ticket and notify us in Discord. The user should be able to attach images and write a description for the submission. Anything, we have the structure in a way so that ClaudeCode could get all the content and context and create a remediation. All right, here we go. Anybody working tech support? Anybody? Anybody? I have. All right. Got our 11 news. Gotta set our timer for 11. 11. Okay. All set for the timer. And it's really asking me for so much prompts. Wow. I have to like babysit this thing the whole time, even in auto mode. What the heck? That makes no sense. It's in auto mode and still asking me for permission? Let's see. Let's see what SSG says. Let's see what it says, guys. Oh my god, it's been asking me to edit so many files. That's good, that's good. Oh, we need to update the timeline. The timeline's a little scuffy. Update timeline. All right, let's update, create that. Wow, it's really asking me a lot. Holy moly. Shift tab. Shift tab. Which role is it running into? Let me see. Ask, edit. Huh. All the other ones are not having any problems. This must be a bug. Must be a bug. Dashboard sidebar, persistent phone feedback button. I don't think we need a feedback button. Electro button, tray. Visible, higher discoverability. Sorry. Electro button, tray menu, send feedback. A tray item. Desktop, yep. We want a tray item. When the dashboard shows error, surface to report this. Yes. Persistent floating feedback button. Higher discoverability. I guess so. I guess that couldn't hurt, right? No, I don't like those. I do not like those. Summit. I don't like floating buttons. What the heck? Test coder became an egg? What the heck? What? What happened to the walking people? We used to have walking people, now we don't. All I see is an egg-looking object called test coder. Or do I need a refresh? Nope. Compacting. And the one coders is what do you call it? What do you call it? The number of coders is covering up the time. All right, approve edits. I guess if it's extra high, it seems to ask you more often for some reason. Not sure why it does that. Let's see here. Info. Abby need more animations? Probably, huh? Make her more interesting. Yeah, we should probably make Abby turn into a hand to say hello. How much credits we have? We have 2 accounts. We have 2 accounts. We're at 44% for our first account. Let's see, first account, we try to use only like 20%-ish. but we can always make Navi say hello. They were mentioning it that last time. Saying hello. Guess we could, since we're always in plan mode now, we could open more. We could open more. Let's see. Let's open one more. One more. Extra high. I want to create an animation with Navi when users come in and Navi says hello to welcome them. I want her to turn into a hand, ASCII hand, waving hello at them. And then turn into a heart. Heart. To welcome them. Stream. That'd be cool, right? They'll wave hello at them and then turn into a hand to say hello. Oh, we need a way to spend points. We didn't do that. We didn't do that, guys. We didn't do that. We need a way to spend points. We're gonna open 6. Are we gonna open 6? It looks like we're gonna open 6, guys. 6. All right, let's open 6. We need chat to take up all of the space. All right. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 6. We need a way to redeem points. A lot of our viewers from Twitch and YouTube accumulate a lot of SigmaShake XP and points. We need a way for them to redeem points through the chat with ban commands. I'm not sure what prizes we could do to keep them engaged. Could you help figure that out? All right, guys. We have six agents running, guys. And for some reason, auto mode is not working in auto mode. It's asking me a lot of questions. We also need to rice up our TMUX setup. It might be too crazy. Too crazy. Too crazy, too crazy. News at 11, okay. What else do we have to do today? Oh, let's go over our metrics. Let's go over our metrics. Metrics, guys. Metrics. We go over our metrics, our Twitch metrics. Okay, let's go over our Twitch metrics. Oh, we have to open our other browser. Let's go to our browser. All right, let's go to our channel. Channel, guys. Creator dashboard. Creator dashboard. So far, we've made $8 in revenue. Majority of it from NISO. Majority from NISO. Maybe not from ads. Let's see here. Let's see here. What's this? What's this? 30% of your viewers also watch software and game development. I thought I was in the game development. Am I not in game development? Your viewers also watch Bridgemine. Yeah. J-Day does dev. Okay. Insights for me. What else? What else? What else, guys? You're 80% of the way to a 70 follower goal. Okay. New goal, new goal. Congrats, you're an affiliate. Add affiliate benefits. Okay. It's affiliate benefits. Oh, it's just stuff that they already let me know. Okay. Something's wrong with their website or something. Get subscriptions, emotes, ads. All right, that's it. Let's go, let's go. Analytics, analytics. All right, let's go to our overview. Let's see, average viewers. We got 2.4. Okay, hopefully we increase that soon. We got follows. Majority of the follows. This day I wasn't streaming. This day, oh, I had a day, 2 days, nobody. Okay, I did something wrong that day. I did something wrong that day. Subscriptions, we got one. Revenue. Let's see what my revenue looks like for the day. We got, what day is it today? 13th. Today we got, let's see, we got 25 cents on ads. Wow, that's a lot on ads this time, guys. That looks like a lot. Last time we got 10. This time we got 25. How cool is that, guys? How cool is that? What's this? This is a sub. This is a sub, guys. All right, let's go. Research. Oh wait, did we look at anything else? We got our revenue, time streamed, hours streamed. Okay, there was just this one day I didn't really stream that much because I didn't have any. This is what happens when I have no ClaudeCode usage. I just stay in bed, crunched up, waiting for my usage to come back. No superpowers. No superpowers. Wow, I had 20 hours streamed on this one, 23 on this one. Wow, guys. It's a lot. It's a lot. Doesn't show how much days we streamed, have we? Nope. Nope. What's this? Ad breaks? What's this? Oh, we started having ads? Okay, let's see. 7 minutes of ads. 30 seconds of ads. 7 minutes of ads. 8 minutes of ads. Wow. 8 minutes of ads in 12 hours, guys. That's not that much. That's not that much, guys. So it's only 24 minutes of ad breaks. All right. Research. Let's go. We got, let's see how the trend compares on Monday. Monday. Is this viewers to channel ratio? Okay. All right. Everything's practically the same, but nobody watches on weekends for some reason. Okay. Achievements. Okay. 6 streams on 6 unique days with an average of 75 viewers. Oh, that's the path to partner. Okay. I'm not there yet, guys. Maybe we'll do there one day. But we completed all these ones. We built a community. We path to affiliate. And working our way to partner. All right. Next, stream summary. Let's see. Yesterday we streamed 11 hours. We cut off pretty early yesterday for a few minutes. We got 48 viewers that day and max 9. Previous day we had unique viewers 9 and then 3 average viewers. Okay. All right, cool. 13 hours on that day. 19 hours on this day. Oh yeah, this day. Yesterday, was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago. Ish. We were going crazy on streaming. Crazy. And then, what else? 13, 10, 1, 8, 19, 13, 18. All right. We're grinding, guys. We're grinding. Next, let's see. We had 28 page views yesterday. 17 followers yesterday. Wow. That seemed like a lot. That definitely looks like a lot. Searches. Okay, let's see. Is anybody searching me? What are we doing to search, guys? What have we done to get searched? Maybe we should put our links more in more places, guys. More places. Engagements. Let's see. We got a lot of chatters. Let's see, by day, I guess. We got a lot of people watching yesterday. Most watched on the 5th so far, but we're getting close to our all-time high. Earnings. I think I already showed earnings. Okay. We already saw. Ads total, guys. $1. I've gotten $1 in ads, guys. $1. Payouts. Let's see here. Haven't reached the threshold, guys. Haven't reached the threshold. All right. We good there? On the Twitch stuff, let's go to the YouTube. Let's go to YouTube stats, guys. We're on 19. We're going. We're grinding. Let's go on manage channel, manage videos. Let's look at the analytics. Let's see, guys. We're at 24 subscribers. We reached. Oh, what happened here, guys? Oh, did we post a video that day? We probably did. We posted probably one video that day, or a few videos that day. Actually, we posted 9 videos that day. We posted 9 videos that day, guys. Probably need to post more videos. More reactionary videos, more shorts. We got 100 per video. That's pretty good. And barely any of those went to live stream fails. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, let's go to go back to overview. Let's go to watch time. Watch time, not that much on Twitch. Somehow we got 47 minutes on this day. So we gotta have more guys, more content. More views, more watch time, subscribers. Seems I'm getting 1 a day. Pretty good. All cumulative. All cumulative will happen, guys. I probably just need to make. I guess on the first day I just started making videos. I should probably make more YouTube videos. Let's make more videos on the product now. Yeah, I should probably make more videos on the product. New videos to inspire you. Okay. Okay. Oh, one thing I want to do for a schedule is every day, like, generate a thumbnail using GPT image generator. All right, that'll help, guys, with the clickbait. All right, let's see here. Audience, we got a monthly audience. Wait, is there anything here, guys? Anything here? Shorts feed, how viewers find you, your shorts. Okay, overall, shorts feed. Okay, I'm on their shorts feed, guys. How viewers find my videos, browse features. Okay, suggested videos. Okay, I'm getting suggested. Valve stream controller review. What the heck? Suggested videos. How to build a company from the ground up. Okay. And then what's this? Playlist. Okay. All right. I haven't been posting, guys. I need to post more videos. My posting momentum sort of died. I have to post more videos. My shorts are good. Live is also good. Getting better. Posts, I don't really do any posts. Audience. Okay, I have new viewers majority of the time, not much regular viewers. Hopefully we can bring that up. All right. Demographics, everybody's male, guys, everybody's male. All guys, at least that's what's identified. And trends. Yo, who said yo? CarX, how's it going? Oh my God, what happened? What happened to my? What happened? Everybody turned into an egg. Why did everybody turn into an egg? What's the main goal of the redemption catalog? Engagement, cheap prices, balance, cross-service, flex. I guess train, order, cross-service, flex, engagement. I guess, which one do I, hoarder sync? Nobody wants to hoard. People just want to spend. Engagement. It's a typical chatters balance. Most, yeah, I guess. I think right now we have a bunch between, we have some whales, but most are in 50K. How's it going, CarX? Should shop, buy, key be added to the alias? Yeah, sure. All right. What is happening? Guys? Where should the wave heart animation actually render? Navi's avatar morphs. Okay, yes, we want the morphing avatar.
Our access.
Average what? All new viewers Which greet trigger should fire the animation? Follows and new viewers? Oops. Oh, we got the news. We got the news, guys. The news time is about to start. First chat only? Only when viewer sends their first chat message.
Oh, Navi-chan greets you, Sama.
Master Stone.
Navi-chan is so
All
excited to
new
have you here.
viewers. All right.
Well,
just
let's get this task done.
run in parallel. Says hi in the menu. All right, let's do the trying to update Navi's animations to greet people, and at the same time, do an animation. We're right here. We're making some adjustments to how we Vibecode, guys. We are adjusting to use what do you call it? Instead of effort max, we changed the effort to extra high, and then we are using plan mode or opus plan mode instead of auto mode, just to save on tokens. We're checking out for a week. I didn't do it yesterday, but today is the day we start. So you'll see a lot of me approving stuff manually. Ooh, what's going on with the eggs, guys? The avatars look like complete garbanzo. I don't like the look of these avatars. They're just like bouncing up and down. There's a big round circle shaped like an egg. Like, it doesn't look good. It needs to be more smaller, more like Pokemon looking characters. There's just too much components going on here. All right. Maybe I should always tell chat to always ask questions. That way, it's so easy to talk and work at the same time. Oh, guys, the news, guys. The
Sama
news.
has arrived.
Navi-chan is so excited to meet you.
Welcome, Dishi.
Oh my god. That was bad, guys. That was bad. All right. TBPN, guys. You ready?
Because
You ready? You ready, guys? Let's go to our music. Pause, champ. OBS. All right. All right, guys. Ready for the news? Okay, we ready? Oh. Fixing the sound. Oh wow, they have the horn. They have the horn, guys. You're watching TBPN. Let's go.
Wednesday, May 13th, 2026. We are live from the Temple of Technology,
the fortress of finance.
the capital of capital. Bunch of news going on.
I should do that. You're watching SigmaShake. All right, we'll do that. We'll try to do that.
Recursive is coming out of Stealth. Brandon Hill from Bori. Nate Tepper from True Short. Very excited to talk about vertical video, the trough. The trough is cooking. Some of the trough is delicious.
Economy.
Jubin,
Sound good, guys? Sound good?
Roadrunner and Roman Chernin from Nebius, absolutely destroying earnings. Very excited to talk to the co-founder and chief business officer over at Nebius. But the big news this week, and
Is this high quality, guys?
everyone will be focused on, is of course
Not enough. Not enough, guys. There you
Of
go.
course, on the cover of the
Let's cover
Wall Street
this.
Journal,
Make it bigger.
that's
Make it
the
bigger.
Trump Xi Jinping summit that's happening in Beijing. Trump and Xi Jinping vie for wins at summit. They're duking it out, and Trump
And 8
brought-
Claude, you
they
usually
both
had
brought,
less. Yeah, you're right. I'm
crew
using
with them.
I'm using 6 right now.
Trump brought
Geopolitics.
And I feel like I could use 6
team sport.
because
people that we
since
won't
we're not
care
using
about,
high
but
effort,
the business leaders are
we
what
could,
is particularly interesting. So we got
whoa, whoa,
Elon
whoa,
Musk
whoa,
from
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Tesla,
whoa, whoa, what's
Tim
happening?
Cook.
What's happening? Their sound, guys. Their audio engineer just bumped up sound just
from
so,
Apple,
out of nowhere.
Jensen from NVIDIA, Kelly Ortberg from Boeing. Little flex there because Boeing has
Adjusting.
maintained the lead in manufacturing a lot of planes for a very long time. DJI
All right.
has not been able to scale up and make a 747. What's going on?
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I'm using more. I'm using more Cloud
Larry Fink
sessions.
from BlackRock, Jane Fraser from Citi, and Dina Powell McCormick from Meta.
Meta.
So we should read through the stakes of the Trump.
So Trump going to China,
Summit
okay?
in the Wall Street Journal.
Trump's
From
going to China.
The Wall
Before we
Street
get
Journal
into that,
editorial board.
let's get into the more important stuff.
Yeah, please.
Which is, do you think Jensen was always coming on the trip? Right? There's been some speculation.
Jensen's on the trip too? Oh my God. What's going to happen, guys? Are they going to make him hostage?
The most convenient place for him to get on, or was he a late addition?
I don't know. Why would he have been a late addition? I don't know. It seems
Well,
like
because
a
there
logical
was
person to bring.
reporting earlier this week.
He runs the
wasn't
largest
going.
company in America.
I know, but there have
Okay.
been statements
That he
made
wasn't going?
from what I saw that he wasn't going.
I don't know.
Yes. Well, so Trump had a Truth Social post
Yeah.
that said CNBC incorrectly reported that the great Jensen Huang of NVIDIA was not invited, but then he corrected it. He said he did invite him.
I don't know. These schedules move around. It's got to be really, really difficult if you're the leader of the biggest company.
Anybody fly to China, guys?
to,
Anybody fly to
move
China?
Things around and commit to this. I don't know.
Anybody been to China?
What's more important for Jensen than his objective?
No, of course it's critical importance, but at the same time, there might have just been other moving pieces of like, okay, when can he go? Where will he arrive from? Where will he get picked up from? I don't know. These things always like shift. I don't have.
Why
any
is there a yellow
I mean,
egg
other than
there?
the fact
It's so
that
annoying.
that
What's
is
going
the
on?
company that has maybe the most tension between the trade deals with China. Like Apple obviously does a ton of business in China, but has
The
been
chat sim
much
was
less
ruined, guys. The
in
chat simulator was ruined.
discussions. And so having Jensen there is a little bit more of a discussion point. What do you think?
I mean, I think on China, like the NVIDIA stuff seems like pretty like fine now,
Stable.
but Meta I think has like some conflict, right? Because
Yeah.
I mean, Manus, maybe it's like not that big of an acquisition, on like market cap wise, but
Yeah.
they're blocking it.
A lot of these things, we see in the context of Silicon Valley, it's like a $2 billion deal or a company
Okay,
that's doing
I see
$40
here.
billion in revenue, and then you get over there and the stakes are like $1 trillion oil market or like all the rare earths in the world.
Trying to get
and
depreciate
it's geopolitical conflict, which is obviously a much bigger.
depreciating
deal.
Tari.
So, I don't know. We can speculate it on more.
Desktop,
There might be
let's
more
see here.
reporting that comes out about Jensen's
Bond,
goals
Claude
there, what
Code.
actually happened.
Read me,
how he
read me,
found
read
his
me.
way onto Air Force One, but that was confirmed by Elon Musk, right? He said that Elon, Jensen, and Trump were all on Air Force One together, flying over. I certainly wouldn't want to get there.
Let's
I would want
see
to
here.
arrive on the cool
Yeah,
plane.
this one's
We
even
play the video
Tari.
of the arrival. Trump arrives in Beijing with Elon Musk
Yeah,
and Jensen.
let's just
in
delete
tow.
this.
I guess the rest of the business leaders.
So it
came
doesn't get
separately,
confused.
But here is their
All right.
arrival with. Are those
Can we get sound?
cheerleaders or something? I don't know what.
All right, what's
they
this?
can do,
What's
waving-
this, guys?
Flags. They're waving flags. That makes sense. Well, there they go, walking down the red carpet. Air Force One is truly stately. It's so disappointing that the economics of the airline industry didn't just get bigger and bigger, and so you find yourself very rarely on 747s unless you're flying across the world, because they do have such a presence, and they're spacious inside. But we have been cramped down into the 737.
Are there
for
videos
pretty much everything?
where they
Anyway.
give a proper tour of Air Force One, or is it kind of locked down?
I think they've done tours.
So
I mean,
hard. I
there
can't
is-
really see
there are
anything.
several Air Force
They're all a little
Ones that
blurry.
are,
Is this AI?
on display at the Presidential Library.
Is this
So
AI?
You can go and tour them. There might be one at the Smithsonian. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty
Tyler.
sure you can go walk around. Old
Tyler,
ones.
take note.
I wouldn't be surprised if they keep the.
Wait, why would
the
they keep recording when they
current
turn
spec,
around?
Like somewhat secretive.
I guess to make it look realistic, I guess.
This is very grainy footage. It looks like
Yeah,
maybe
it's super-
Just, the middle
And it
of the night or
reminds me of Dune.
Dune, Arrakis. That's Taiwan, though. Anyway, let's go through Jensen's pack list. He was having trouble thinking of what was he going to bring. Of course, he landed on just a ton of leather jackets. The back.
Hello, hello.
last
Welcome back,
sneakers-
welcome
I
back.
feel like are pretty iconic.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone.
Like the uniform is really starting to compound.
See-
Where it used to just be the jacket. Soon, we
Guys,
know
I'm sorry about the
exact
character
brand and
avatars.
specs of the
I
pants
wanted to
as
make
well
it
as
look
the
better, and it
shoes
completely
and
like did a revamp of
Jensen
everything.
uniform of the worse.
no idea what
The
happened.
industry doesn't want you to know this,
Yeah.
but
Let's see.
Just getting a few.
Let me
pieces
go
of
back to the
clothes that you like
previous.
and then wearing them until they fall apart.
Previous.
Not
Oops.
saying that's what Jensen's doing, but it's
Previous
pretty funny.
prompt.
I
Original
tend to
prompt.
wear almost the exact same thing
Yep.
every day, and so sometimes people on the team will come in and be like, "Oh, we're matching today."
What the
And I'm
heck?
like,
What the
"Any
heck?
day
What's
you
going
dress
on?
Like this, you will match with me.
Did you guys
Yeah, that's
see
right. That's
all
right.
those things? Let me. Sorry,
there's
Discord's
obviously
showing
a
up.
personal brand
Guys,
benefit.
look at this. What the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? Everybody's gonna look like Jensen with all these leather jackets, guys. What's going on?
To adopting a uniform. We've seen it with Jensen, Steve Jobs with the black turtleneck, Palmer Luckey with the
CEO cosplay?
big
Yeah.
today.
CEO cosplay,
Series-
guys.
Are they running out of letters? Series H?
H.
Series H. 51, 61 billion, something like that. Fantastic progress. But you adopt the uniform, you become more iconic, you become more recognizable outside of your face, and that builds your personal brand, your lore, and it helps you sort of differentiate and stand out, right?
Oops.
The flip side, the thing you got to watch out for is that if you are always dressed exactly the same and you never switch your wardrobe,
Oh yeah,
clips
that's true.
of you saying something a decade ago can go viral. And
Yep.
if you're aging gracefully,
It's true.
it will look like you said them just yesterday.
Yep,
And that can be a big
that's
problem.
true.
If, say you're an AI CEO who a decade ago was reading some sci-fi and thinking like, man, there's something to this Terminator
This
thing.
was
And then maybe in the past
the
decade, you've done a
original
lot of work,
prompt.
you've investigated the systems. You
Oh my
have
God,
a
look,
more
everybody's an
informed
egg.
Position, opinion. Well,
What's
you
going
look
on,
at the
guys?
video,
Everybody's an
you-
egg.
It still looks like you today. And so
And then you
there
sleep.
might be something to leveling up the wardrobe and changing the wardrobe over time
Where is this?
that actually creates
It wasn't
more
supposed to be like
distance
that, but I
between-
guess.
Oh, well, clearly that was.
I guess.
So this is
Let me
indirectly
try.
saying
Let me.
you want Jensen to
This
be
was the
leather,
original
like,
prompt,
trench coat eventually, like
but
robe.
Well,
without
the easiest
all
thing to do is
those
go bald.
features.
That's what Jeff Bezos did. He was saying some crazy stuff back when he was building Amazon in the
We
90s. And
want
he's changed his opinion. It will be very evident from new
improve
clips that
President
that's an
Sleeper.
old one because it's very iconic.
still looks so
older
bad.
Look now his new look. He looks
These
transformed. He looks very
egg
different.
Well,
What do you think?
I don't think Jeff has to go
looking
bald, but he can.
characters
Bezos playbook,
are
which is
so
get really jacked.
bad.
Get really jacked.
So as he
yeah.
gets more jacked, you'll just see, oh yeah, there's no. I mean,
Oops.
he's looking like 320 lean right there.
There you go.
Like that must be pretty
Egg. Everybody's an egg, guys.
320. Jensen
Everybody's
at
an egg.
320 would be electric. Well, he's
We have a
he's got
video
this AI.
of the Air Force One Golden Palace.
Okay.
Version of Togepi.
That's the.
Is that what they call it?
They were supposed to be Pokemon-looking characters. They turned into Togepi.
And that one is never going to be in use, but going to go straight to the library, I think. Is that the idea, or is it going to get flown around?
All right, what's this one,
let's
guys?
watch the
Presumably, it's
See,
Golden Palace. Really?
I removed the Tari SigmaShake desktop folder
looks like a yellow.
I feel like
to
isn't
avoid
there a
confusion
big,
now.
There's a big swing in
So what's the
in,
progress
fuel
on
efficiency based on the
Sigma
color of
Shake
the plane. If
workspace?
you paint your plane black because you think it looks cool, it will attract more heat.
So
and
what's
you will
going
burn
on?
A lot more fuel.
What's
and
this?
So most companies
Let's see, the very front of the aircraft, you'll find a private corridor for Zone 1. Oh, okay.
go with white. Spirit
Is
Airlines
this-
went yellow. I don't know if that had anything.
So
to do
these
with
are
it,
luxury
but,
airlines now?
You would think. Is
have a
there
hotel?
chance- is there some weird economic logic where if you paint it gold, the gold will reflect the sunlight and increase
Well,
fuel
unfortunately,
efficiency?
the exterior is not.
Well, so
gold.
you should
Both
wrap
sides.
your plane in like a mirror, like
Yeah, maybe.
surface.
But yeah, I don't know if that
would
actually
reflect the most.
that would probably reflect the most, right?
They'll blind everybody in the
There are
sky.
some
What are you talking about?
There are some silver bombers and jets that are in service across the United States Air Force. I can't.
People are still playing
This really is a
backgammon
sky
and
yacht.
Chessboard.
what the
You
heck?
guys played chess on there?
4D chess.
Yeah, the whole plane is actually used for 4D chess, John.
4D chess. Chess is already 3D by default. It's a 2D playing board, but time is the third dimension because the turn that
Whoa.
you're on is a dimension as well.
This goes deeper than I thought.
So 4D chess is merely a 3D representation of 2D chess that's played over time. That is the fourth dimension. Anyway, AI
Anyways.
is being put to good use visualizing Xi Jinping, Donald Trump, Elon Musk and Tim Cook having a beer.
Yeah, I saw this.
A cigarette as
It's
well.
just the AI generated image. What are we doing? What are we doing here,
Look who pulled
guys?
up if you scroll down.
What are we doing?
Jensen coming in from the back, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Maybe
Jensen,
not
oh my God, what's happening to Jensen, guys? What's happening to Jensen over here?
and people are really
Oh, God,
having fun with
guys.
this. It turned into
Oh
a
God.
chain letter. Anyway, let's go through the Wall Street Journal's report and what the editorial board had to say about the stakes of this summit. What's actually at stake? So the United States wants stability, but Chinese communist leader has larger ambitions, says the Wall Street Journal's editorial board. President Trump visits Chinese.
Damn, guys. Guys, John has so much coke on his table, guys. So much coke. He needs to drink something healthier, man. He's doing the main talking of the show, but I guess this is what he needs to, like, juice him up.
Beijing on Thursday, and the pre-meeting U.S. spin is a search for stability, in quotes. It's a nice idea as long as Mr. Trump doesn't think personal rapport can overcome Mr. Xi Jinping's anti-American purposes, says the Wall Street Journal. The agenda ranges from trade to technology to Iran. On trade, the best outcome may be ratifying the status quo, a truce on tariffs with a promise from Beijing not to hold the world's rare earth supply hostage again. The markets...
Chicken progress.
No one wants chaos. Everyone can
AI
sort
internal
of
server
work
error.
around
What, what's going on?
a tariff plan if it's going
Resume?
to be
It is
in
really
place
funny.
for a long time.
Guys, I think something's down. Something's gone wrong
All
with
I'm asking for
Claude.
is a little
Their
stability.
API. Maybe.
Yes.
I just want
Maybe.
stability.
Yeah.
I want
Shop commands. Now new shop commands. All right, collision guard.
Yes.
Right,
Didn't
there's
he
shop
famously
commands
call
now.
himself a
People
stable genius?
redeem stuff.
Stability has been part of his
I don't know
Onbird
what
says
though.
hello, chat.
At least
Early
the one
Bird
that
says
he
hi, everyone.
projects.
Huh?
Mr.
What?
Xi Jinping,
What's going on?
on the other-
Hannah says
on the
first
other
hello.
hand, China's
What?
weak economy is an
going on?
incentive for him to cooperate, and he'll hope to placate
Is that testing?
Mr. Trump
That was testing.
with promises of buying more farm goods. We talked about this previously. More aircraft and other things. So
Let's
that's
see
maybe
here.
one
Mono
bonus there.
repo
Although there's not- it doesn't
registration.
look like there's representation
Verified
from
bun.
an agricultural
Revenue close ends.
I can't name one off the top of my head, but maybe they should be.
The
in,
original plan you said you want me
maybe
to
they should
clean
be
up
represented.
is
But
gone.
Mr. Xi Jinping has made that promise before, and U.S.
Yeah, we
farmers
should
have
still
never regained
update all the other
share in China.
projects
Rare earths
to not
ransom
reference
offer-
Tari
the rare
anymore.
earths ransom offer may
SigmaShake
do
desktop is the
more
main name
US
for
advanced
our
chip exports to
desktop
China.
application.
Xi Jinping views artificial intelligence as a decisive theater in Beijing's competition with the United States, and he is trailing, though not by much, maybe 6 months by most people's estimates. The administration
Yes.
wants to talk with
Continue
Beijing about
cleanup.
AI guardrails, and by all means, keep the phone lines open. But don't
said guardrails,
expect
guys.
much from AI arms control. And the best deterrent is U.S. dominance on models and computing power. Beijing will be happy to make pronouncements about responsible stewardship and then pursue its own interests with little regard for norms or laws. Beijing is engaging in, quote, industrial scale theft of American AI models. The Trump administration warned this year, and don't forget the Justice Department's indictment this year of a technology executive and associates allegedly running a sophisticated operation to divert high-end chips to China. That was
Super micro.
Super micro. Yeah, they were
Super
doing
micro.
the
We're at 47%, guys.
Yeah, they're
47%.
sticker
shipping labels
big,
on there.
big shipping labels. Yeah, noticeably absent from this.
Noticed that we're using
are
more
the key leaders of the
Sonnet this time.
AI labs.
Yesterday we used
I mean,
practically
Elon
zero
Musk is
Sonnet
the
when we were
biggest,
on max effort
Jensen's there,
and
obviously involved in AI, as
and
are many
auto
of the
mode.
other folks.
So
Dina Palma-McCormick,
interesting
et cetera,
test.
but you don't
Interesting
have Dennis
test.
from Google. You don't have Sundar from Google, DeepMind. You don't have Dario from Anthropic or Sam Altman from OpenAI. And each one of those
So,
leaders has their own complicated
how do I
relationships with the federal government, the Trump
Can
administration.
you trigger the animation
So
for
it's not
Navi right now
shocking
to
that
say
they're
hello
there, but,
and turn into a
it
hand
does
and a
feel
heart?
like there's a little bit of a disconnect between the conversation that's happening in Silicon Valley and the conversation that's happening on the global geopolitical stage at the highest levels. And so if you were looking for answers to some of the biggest questions posed about how superintelligence will play out in the global stage, the AI 2027 scenario, the China wakes up scenario.
China wakes up.
To keep waiting because That's not really what this is about. It's about
Gov toggle.
maybe
Okay,
a
we have the
little bit of
gov toggling.
semiconductor supply
All right,
chain
I'll see that.
details and export restrictions, but not answering the big questions about what a
Fired.
US-China relationship looks
Navi
like
Donut
in
should have paused and wave stood
post-AGI
high.
world, a post-ASI
How do we trigger that?
post
Bash curl?
fast takeoff scenario.
OTP says, why is Meta there at all? Good question. All Meta
All right,
platform
let's do
products
that.
have been banned for quite a long time.
Yeah.
I don't think that will change, but they have this Manus thing. I
Yeah.
think it might just be to show some friendliness,
Yeah.
some presence there. I'd be
try that
shocked if there's any time between Xi and Trump that gets dedicated to Manus, because like $2 billion is really
Yeah,
a rounding
feels
error.
small.
Oh my God.
There's other issues.
That is not the heart.
But,
I made such a simple heart. My gosh.
Not only
What happened? What
can
happened?
American companies acquire
Let me. It
Chinese
didn't even.
companies
It doesn't even show it on the
Singapore
screen. Let me
and
see.
Sort of moved out. Like how strict will China be around?
Oh my
Chinese
God.
talent,
Turns
strict
into a little tiny
exports
heart
of
and a little tiny.
companies
Oh
and
my God.
technologies? There
We
is
definitely need to
some
improve that
sentence
prompt.
on it from this talk
Let's-
will clearly
that was
resist
bad.
throughout the industry.
That was a really bad
And so,
implementation and
Venus
cheating of the
flytrap,
heart and the wave.
Xi Jinping
We
is
need you
setting
to
Mr. Trump's
take
on Taiwan.
the ASCII animation
veto
design
power over our
from
sales in the
Astro
United States to
and do the
Taiwan.
same thing
He is
to create
pressing
a 3D heart
the United States
and a
to
3D
formally
hand
oppose
using all
Taiwan's
ASCII
independence
characters,
as
similar
opposed
to the design
current
of
posture of
Navi right
not
now.
supporting it. Xi Jinping will argue the tweak is of no great
That was bad, that was
consequence
bad.
for Americans and stroke Mr. Trump's ego that he can bring peace to one more troubled region. Yet that change would disrupt decades of U.S. policy that, for all its delicate diplomatic wording, has held the peace. Taiwan is not the aggressor in the
Task
Taiwan
complete.
Strait.
What's this?
Xi Jinping
Update the
fiction
UI.
that
Okay.
opposing independence would indulge. Mr. Trump may not care about Taiwan's freedom or its example that a prosperous Chinese democracy is possible, but the president doesn't want a crisis on his watch, which would be an economic and geopolitical catastrophe. That's 100% accurate.
He would never want an economic and geopolitical catastrophe
No.
on his watch.
Xi Jinping will be looking to see if Mr. Trump suggests he won't defend Taiwan in the clutch. Trump's diplomacy is above all personal, and no one can predict what he'll do in the room. Japan and others in the region are watching with anxiety, a reminder that U.S. support for Taipei is an interest that informs America's alliances around the world.
At least they're shaking hands in this photo, guys.
Not stopping in
They usually
Tokyo
don't shake hands that often.
in advance of Beijing as a signal of solidarity with Japan. Trump has said he'll bring up the case of political prisoner Jimmy Lai, but Xi Jinping won't move to release the 78-year-old publisher who was convicted of bogus charges in Hong Kong unless he believes Trump's request is more than a token gesture. The U.S. wants China's help on Iran, and it would be an improvement if China at least stopped actively helping the enemy.
When you say Astro, you're referring to the Navi's donut render.
Montgomery suggested
Yes.
last week that Mr. Trump
How should the
ask
hand and
Xi
heart
Jinping
be animated in
directly
3D?
is helping Iran
Spin
with
breath,
intelligence.
hand and heart
Wall
both
Street Journal.
rotate
The
in
larger
3D.
context for the summit is that the
No.
CCP continues to be the main financier and industrial base for the world's
More
bad
from
actors,
donut to
Russia,
hand to
Iran,
heart.
and North
Okay.
Korea. The first Trump
Yes.
administration understood China as a strategic adversary, military,
We
economic,
use
and ideological.
Navi's
The
shade
second
ramp.
Trump admin
Yes.
is searching for detent.
Custom
And Mr.
ramp
Trump
per
is the
shape.
chief dove.
Oh.
This has some merit if America spends the interlude diversifying its rare earth supply chain and passing a $1.5 trillion defense budget to rearm, says the Wall Street Journal editorial board. Anyway,
Yeah, and a lot of people are speculating that
OBS
there's already
refreshed.
been significant
Pixel
deals
alt
that have been
sprites
made,
show,
and that this
but I
whole
don't
thing is
see
ceremonial
it.
because if you make this huge trip and you bring all these leaders of industry,
I don't
and
see any
then,
characters right
come
now. Could you
away
show
with
some
significant
just
progress,
testing
like,
sample
to
characters on
even
screen
figure out.
in
So,
OBS?
I'm expecting some real progress out of this.
Yeah.
And it's good to see. I every time we talk to an expert on
Yeah.
China like Bill or Jordan Schneider, it's always shocking like how little like direct comms there actually is
Yeah.
between these groups. And so the more the better.
Well, in somewhat related news, Anthropic has granted Mythos access to 3 major Japanese banks. Japan's 3 mega banks are set to gain access to Claude Mythos. The
They're giving it to banks, guys. Instead of giving it to us, they give it to banks.
As soon as the end of May. The banks, MUFG Bank, Sumitomo, Mitsui Banking Corp, and Mizuho Bank were likely informed of the move by the U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent in Japan on Tuesday. This will mark the first time that a company from the East Asian nation has been granted access to Mythos, the AI model which can discover and exploit software security flaws far faster than earlier tech, had been restricted to just 50 or so corporates and organizations worldwide, including U.S. firms, U.S. banks, and U.K. government organizations. So this isn't the first international expansion, since the U.K. did have access, but now Japan does. Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takeuchi had instructed cabinet members to ramp up efforts to find cybersecurity weaknesses in Japan's infrastructure.
Okay, cybersecurity is still the one thing that everybody needs. All right, we're in a good space, guys. We're in the security governance space.
Tonight,
We could reach that $1 bill.
The Treasury is
being in the correct
personally vetting and
space.
approving each company that gets access to the most advanced U.S. AI model, because the risks of the model being misused to hurt U.S. national security are so high. Also tonight,
All right, let's put this in the auto mode. I think we should bet. Mode, model, default, yes, auto.
The administration's AI policy remains
I think we could do so much better
It is impossible to justify these two approaches
with the characters and the designs, because viewers and chatters want to have like cosmetics, like hats and different colors and hair styles and etc. like that. So we need to have that customization, but at the same time stay simple, but very distinguished, unique
and that seems
for everything.
to fall in line with the progress that we're seeing from all these American labs. And so the interesting question is,
we could have high density designs, but it needs to make sense. It needs to look good first try.
In America,
we could consider maybe iOS, Mac, Apple, UI and UX experience for these design characters.
Because the business is still cooking and it's available on all
maybe I should just add like Apple iOS characters. I don't know.
Granted to Japan, and so it feels like the administration has backed off of that. But it was a really tense moment, and it did call into question all these debates around what rules and what authority should rest with the private sector versus the government. And America handled it in sort of a democratic way, loosely, sort of evaluating the technology, having the option to sort of nationalize, and there's this bigger discussion around that.
All right, how's the market, guys? How's the market?
We've seen many times where tech companies have gotten really big, and it feels like the CCP is applying pressure to the CEOs.
Holy snap, guys. Market is up. Market is up, guys. All AI related stock up. Dramatically up.
No matter what
he's
you think of
$3 billion of his own money into a really low dilution round.
I don't know why it's like taking a lot of my GPU.
Probably like majority control.
Oh my
at least
goodness.
majority voting control, if not majority economic control. And that's wildly different than Anthropic, where Dario had like 15 co-founders, tons of dilution from different funding rounds, and we had talked about the SPV thing yesterday. Like there are lots of people on the cap table. Like Anthropic is going the way of like a typical American company, where there are lots of different stakeholders. They might be a public company soon, which means the government has more oversight, as the SEC controls a lot of what they will do. And so you're in this odd scenario where you could have a similar level of technology deployed in China from a very closely held private company that is
I'm not liking the results from X-High
government
and Opus Plan.
So what that looks like,
functionally,
and we're getting a lot of API errors from all of our
do you think you can do
concurrent
Mythos level AI cybersecurity bug finding at the same time while having full control and not being a public company? There are it feels like the stakes are much higher for when
review implementation,
is able to catch up,
making sure everything is production ready for
China's
an
obviously got a
iOS,
slightly,
Apple,
shallower growth
UX and UI
trajectory,
design.
But still, you know, if you take Dario's claim of 6 months, even if you extend that to a year, like something is going to happen there where China is going to have their own mythos moment. And what
I
that
hope
looks
not.
like and
I hope
learn
not, guys.
about it, I think is going
I
to
hope
be
not.
dramatic and interesting, and also it's just odd that like
These should be
this
able to
moment,
attach images.
There's
All
this
right.
backdrop of all this stuff that's
All right.
happening in AI in America. And
How does
then there's
our
gonna be,
Windows
talks over, like,
version look like,
you guys wanna
guys?
buy more
And then
apples?
how does our
Like,
Mac
you know,
version
what-
look like?
I mean, obviously, there's going to be more high stakes discussion around geopolitical conflicts and rare earths, but we are talking
Hopefully
about
we set
tariff
that
rates
up.
at a time when, like, just a couple months ago in
Power this
America, we were
on.
talking about, like, you know, is AI going
Shut
to be able
down.
to take over the government? And like, what does that mean? And
Oh,
how
man,
does the
that's gonna be
government
scary, guys.
control the AI technology as it diffuses. So very, very interesting
very scary.
things coming at some point. A lot of this will probably be pre-negotiated behind the scenes since the mythos
What's
moment
going on with
happened
this?
in America. And Xi Jinping obviously saw it and can get ahead of it. But you do see this consolidation of control at DeepSeek. And there's a question about, well, where does that go? Tyler, do you have any thoughts on this? Am I directionally correct on the timeline?
Restarting.
You know, this,
Yeah, I mean,
this
it
concept,
seems like
something's going to
like
happen.
there's the
Mac,
graph that
I mean,
shows
our
that
Mac version, guys.
we're getting like further and further away from frontier models. But yeah, I don't know. It's just
Plus
like, no one can tell, like, what's actually going
2.8
on
right
in
now.
China,
Yeah,
like,
it's a good
what
day.
exactly-
We looked it up.
what
We looked it up
happens
just now,
when
guys.
The CCP starts to
We looked
have,
it up.
You know, more control
And,
over the company. Like, what does
Finviz.
it actually look like?
Yeah.
In instantiation.
We saw.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Like, so much of the way the U.S. government
We saw
exercises control
a
over
lot
the
of stuff
development
going
of
up,
AI
guys.
is
A
on,
lot of stuff
like,
going up.
the
Market's good.
FDA
Market's healthy.
regulatory- we wanna
AI
review- we
is
wanna
literally
take a look
carrying
at
the
it. We
economy,
wanna
guys.
Take it for a spin.
The economy is literally being carried by AI.
Send it to Japan, for example. And in China, it's a much more industrial process where, you know, if the,
let's see
if the
here. We
chips
didn't get
are
to see
coming
our
in
clips.
and it's a whole negotiation at the.
We probably don't
government
want any of
level,
these clips.
There's just the question of like,
Special
okay,
purpose vehicle.
can you even get the data set?
Let's reject all these guys.
It's
Let's
much
reject
earlier
all
stage,
these.
Whereas that's not happening in America at all.
Have we
Like, there hasn't
started?
been any
Is it
movement
playing right
on
now?
The
Nope.
government saying, okay, well, we're gonna
NVIDIA
the way we're gonna
is
control
40% OS
AI is that
of
we
my
will be-
stocks.
We will
Nice.
decide if you can have a gigawatt.
That's good,
we will
dude.
decide if you can have 10 gigawatts.
Congrats,
Whereas in China,
congrats.
that's sort of the de facto
Congrats.
status
You could
quo.
retire.
Yeah,
You could retire.
they still are very pro competition.
Yeah.
At least until you get these, you know, breakout winners. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that.
And can they continue to be pro-competition if they need to consolidate
not
all of
deleting it?
the Blackwells that are coming into the country into one data center that's networked
was
together
yesterday.
that can actually train a Mythos level model? Right. That's a big question. But people are having huge FOMO over the summit. Dude, I wish I was in Beijing with Elon Musk, Trump, and Xi Jinping talking business, discussing AI, real boss moves. Must be a movie, says someone who we're not going to read because it's a bad name in the thing. Anyway, speaking of Elon Musk,
SpaceX and Google are in talks to launch data centers
SpaceX?
in orbit. The deal between the two tech titans would give a boost to SpaceX business
All right.
ahead of a
What's happening
historic
there?
public
A few more
listing.
months like this one, and it would be
Google is in talks for a rocket
retardments.
launch deal as the search giant expands its own efforts
Yeah.
to build orbital data centers in space.
It could, it
The launch
would,
deal would put the
could.
two companies in partnership
Yeah.
as they gear up to compete on orbital data centers, an unproven technology that SpaceX.
Let me see, I have to
CEO
connect
Elon
my
Musk has
Mac.
said is the next
Look at my
frontier
Mac.
for his rocket company. Google is also in discussions about a potential deal with other rocket launch companies. They gotta at least have a stalking horse.
how are we not talking about blimp data centers yet?
I know.
Sergey Brin has a blimp company. You know, Bezos has a rocket launch company, so there's a very logical line from AWS to space data centers.
This month is
Google.
22%. Holy
Gotta
sh!
put some GPUs
Holy moly,
on
guys.
The blimps.
KRX could
Start
retire.
manufacturing the blimps.
KRX
This
could
could be
retire.
something.
Are you
I
gonna
mean,
cash out?
There's no
Gonna
NIMBYism
cash
in
out?
the middle of the Pacific Ocean if there's just a bunch of blimp data centers floating around in a circle.
Full
If you're already in
Apple.
the ocean, you should
Hey,
go
if you're
down
doing
to
that
where
well,
the
you should probably
ocean
sub. You should probably sub.
Yeah,
Nick.
I feel like none of the ocean
I'm
guys
gonna crank out the ads.
ocean robotics
I'm gonna
are
crank
going
out the
down.
ads. If I just realized I have a bunch of Oilers in my chat,
Easier than
bump up the ads.
space data centers.
Get paid?
Space is free.
Yeah, buddy.
Land
Yeah,
is free.
buddy.
You don't
Share the
run
wealth. Share the wealth.
stuff. Cooling,
Share the wealth.
energy.
Full Apple grade.
There.
Rebut.
Geothermal?
Let's see here.
Geothermal, maybe?
I'll polish.
I don't know.
MCP.
No,
What's this?
There's
Design
Oil and
electro
natural
button.
gas
All right, let's do
reserves.
that. P1 bugs. All right, let's do
On the
Oxygen there. 'Cause
critical
that could burn
bugs.
the oil in the
Yeah, full
natural
Apple
gas.
grade.
Big
Okay,
water.
let's do that.
Big.
How should
Diving
toggling the
into
MSCs be
yeah,
handled
scuba
in line?
scuba
All
diving or
right,
something.
that.
Anyway, let's
Okay.
continue. Where are we in this? story?
Share love.
Speculative technology.
No, I need 6 months like that at least. Okay, okay. 6 months? Only 6 months? Hey, in 6 months we'll be SOC 2 Type 2 compliant, guys.
Last year, Google announced its own plans to launch prototype
We'll be
satellites
SOC
by
2 Type 2
2027
compliant.
as part of a moonshot initiative called Project
I don't know what's going on,
Sunshine,
guys.
working with another company
But auto
to
mode
design
is running into a lot of
those
errors.
satellites. We're working on getting Will Marshall from Planet Labs on the show
Yeah.
in the next week or so. We'll send tiny racks of
this?
machines and have them in satellites, test them out, and then start scaling from there. Says
Oh, we need to work on our
there's no doubt to
compliance.
me that a decade or
We need to
so
work on
away,
our
we'll be
compliance,
viewing it as
guys.
a more normal way to
Gotta make
build
sure
data centers.
we handle all
A
alerts
little
seriously
bit of an interesting timeline
that we get.
there.
Let's see here.
Elon's like, I thought
There's
we were
no
saying
doubt to me
10
that
days.
Copy.
a decade
10
or
years.
so away, we'll be viewing it as
What
a
was that?
more
1 to the
normal
6?
way.
1.2
Decade
to
or
6
so
is
away.
times 4.
Cautious in his
Oh,
language
okay,
in
got
his
it.
timelines, but
Got it, got it.
Google
cool.
was an early investor in SpaceX and owns
printing.
6.1% of the company.
yeah.
Not bad. The other funny dynamic from SpaceX is
Yeah.
deal making recently is
Check the
given
ops
that
now.
the
How do the
OpenAI
ops look,
startup
guys?
fund
Do it look better?
was
Oh my
an
god.
early investor
Oh
in
my
the
god, guys. What is that?
seed round,
Is everybody
$8
just
million
little
round.
sleeping heads?
OpenAI
What the heck?
released a startup
That
fund
does not look good at all.
Meaningful exposure.
That does not look good at all, guys.
Yeah, SpaceX and OpenAI.
We gotta move back to our original
Introduce it.
original
OpenAI
looks,
backs
guys.
SpaceX IPO.
Everybody turned to a different color egg, guys.
Everyone owns everything.
Everybody's an egg with a little head and some
point-based.
color hair.
Let's see.
I don't even know what that is,
Last
guys.
week, announced
I
to
asked it to
sell
do become like a
Earthbound
circle,
computing
not a
resources
circle.
to the AI company Anthropic.
Apple UI
Interest in
design.
working with SpaceX on orbital
I should have said
research.
emoji
Earlier
designs.
This year, SpaceX filed an application.
That looks
in
so
February
bad.
to
I
launch
think I was.
up to 1 million
We need to use like
satellites
emojis,
for its
Apple
orbital
emoji
research.
designs instead.
I remember, didn't they get
With
what was
the
original
human-looking
Starlink
emojis?
tool? I thought it was
Not-
like tens of
not that. That was
thousands, maybe
bad.
100,000
How do we get into
satellites.
3D
I'm
rendered
starting to think like
characters maybe,
looking
or
ahead,
stay
there's
2D to
going
make things
be
less?
a backlash to like their
not have any
product.
issues with the graphics
Like,
card.
we've seen the Matrix. This happened.
Man, that was
The
bad.
Matrix, but
That was so bad,
for technical
guys.
reasons. But,
What
like,
was that?
If
What was
there's like light pollution from this at all, it's going to be a absolutely massive. Oh yeah, Panthalassa ocean data centers. You don't need to sink them to the bottom of the Mariana Trench.
could we
You can
forget?
just do them on the ocean.
Clean up, clean up, clean up.
Did you look up how many satellites?
Right, deliberately left as
currently
is,
have
slug
in
names.
orbit? Because I think, I mean, it's a huge number. It's over 10,000, I believe.
Finally, Windows
A
popped
million is
up.
a huge jump.
How's
But that
Windows?
should
How's
be-
Windows,
that
guys?
actually should
Windows?
math out. I think we did the math. That
Good.
should math out to gigawatts in space, which
All
is
right.
definitely meaningful.
So right now they have like just over 10,000 satellites.
Just over 10,000. Okay, but I think they're approved for maybe up to 100,000.
Let's look at
or
SigmaShake
something.
desktop.
And so they go and get.
We need
the
to create a
huge-
circle
the
icon,
huge,
guys,
Allocation.
and then this
they start
starting
launching.
up thing
Very,
doesn't
very
show all
excited
the
to see,
all the things.
the progress on Starship.
All right,
Isn't there a
we got
launch that
SigmaShake
happened?
desktop,
That's happening
looking
this
good.
week? Like what,
Yeah, when's the next?
We got the
Figure out when the next
simple
one is.
I'll keep
advanced.
reading.
The other
That's
story.
good. We have to
this was
update
back in
the look
March,
on this.
Blue Origin has a play in space data centers
Yeah, yeah.
as well.
Man,
so
what is that, guys?
kind
What
of-
is
you
that?
can imagine them and
Right,
Amazon
why-
bringing up their own capacity, but you could also
We need to
imagine
update this so
Amazon
that
saying,
it
"Okay,
expands with the
we're
proper
here. We need it.
dimensions.
And then StarCloud finally probably finds a
All
dance
right.
partner, if not multiple.
Deliberately left as
Uh,
is. Okay.
Many industry leaders
The
see
remaining
orbital
desktop
computing as
strings
a
of tree are now
solution
either
to the
intentional Linux
limitations of
slugs,
Earthbound data centers. Earthbound
historical
is
retired
capitalized
annotation
as a
added,
proper
and
term
immutable
now,
straight legacy
which require
docs.
swaths of land
And the tire
power.
removal
These
is
data
done.
centers are designed to
Okay.
be powered by solar panels, emitting,
Compact.
eliminating the major power constraint faced by data centers on Earth and one of the major ecological issues with emerging technologies. But there are also major engineering challenges. SpaceX made its name as
Which
the world's
emoji
leading
rendering path should I
launch
wire
provider,
for
sending
Avatar
NASA
JS?
astronauts to the space station and launching thousands of satellites as part of its
Let's see, what's
Starlink
this?
internet constellation. Over 10,000 apparently.
What kind of
As
thing
it
is
prepares
this?
to
What
go
is
public,
this?
SpaceX has struck a number of deals that have rewritten its balance sheet, helped Musk
Google's
consolidated
rich, guys.
companies,
Google's
including
rich.
Acquisition of XAI,
Do we all agree?
And SpaceX also announced a deal with Cursor, as we have talked about on the show. Starship. What's the update?
so
They
the
show
next launch,
emojis,
the
but they
12th
don't
one,
show
is
what it
next
looks
Tuesday,
like, guys. What the
19th.
heck?
Next Tuesday.
That's when they're targeting. So,
Okay, yeah.
you know,
And what's the
weather
goal?
But they were like moving it down the runway, sort of getting ready
Like,
to stack.
do you have any idea
I
what
don't like it.
success looks like?
Maybe.
I think
Walking.
Zed is-
Imagine a
first
walking
test
head
of the V3.
with of emojis.
So they got to get it to orbit,
Which
and
we should
then
get the
it
Apple one,
back
right?
And
Maybe.
probably land it.
Apple
but
one?
Are they going to land on land or water? Because
Amazing to an ocean.
didn't the last one make it up and back? But
Yeah, I guess
exploded
it's
in
okay.
water? Or was that the Blue Origin?
This looks like
Glenn?
this
I don't
looks
know. Anyway,
this looks like the app, the map.
there's a whole
not
deep
Mac,
dive
but-
on space data centers in the Wall Street Journal. They say, is it a pipe dream?
Twitter.
or
This is
AI's
Twitter's
next big
emojis.
thing?
Where's the,
They're
like,
pointing out some of
Apple's
its
emojis?
Challenges. You're going to need thermal louvers, opening and closing shutters to block or allow heat, thermal contact, special bolts to separate
wanna use
layers with
apples.
different heat requirements, deployable
We
radiators.
and our
Heat
partners use
is
cookies,
transferred to
okay,
special surfaces
sure.
that unfold in orbit. It looks like a big
Pull
long
up this
tail,
graphic
basically.
showing
We
some
want
synchronous
all
orbit.
emojis.
Yeah, this is cool.
We want to use
So
all
when-
emojis.
If you're orbiting the Earth
Oh, all
vertically,
emojis.
essentially, the sun is constantly hitting the satellites, so you're not out of power for half the day.
Color enabled
But
drop.
they say the radiators for data centers will likely be very large.
But
Like that. Phase change
Apple's
materials
font
will
license is a
absorb,
great area for
you can change filters to
redistribution,
absorb heat
but not
with
clean.
wax Or salicylic acid,
We want
usually from solid to liquid, when returned
all
to normal when temperature
emojis
is reduced. Sun synchronous
from
orbit, 373 miles to 497
users can
miles.
turn
so about
into
400
any
miles
emoji
up
they
is when you get
want
sun
and
synchronous
walk,
orbit. That's on the low end of
move
low Earth
around,
orbit. Low Earth
walk
orbit, around
around.
1,000 miles. Mid orbit, 1 to
And they
10,000 miles. High orbit, over 22,000 miles.
Should
And so,
all have
we
their
covered a decent amount of this, so we can
own
move on.
little
Do
body
you want to talk about?
Shanu Matthew
with
Yeah.
arms,
was adding to the conversation
legs,
we had with Doomberg.
Bloomberg was fine.
feet.
Doomberg was saying the only way the data center
Cetera.
build out will be successful is by either breaking all the rules or going off grid. And Shanu said the tech crowd
So they
keeps
said-
leading into this off grid is the only way thesis.
Oh, it's the chicken.
Disagrees with this
It's the
notion.
chicken
The
thing.
Exhibit A example of XAI Colossus even overstates what's actually happening at Colossus.
Okay.
XAI did not build a permanently off-grid AI campus because the grid was unusable. Colossus already has 300 megawatts of TVA interconnect approved across 2 substations XAI
All
funded.
right. How are we
plus
on the
contractual
design
obligations
for
to
the
curtail during periods of
mono
grid
repo
stress. That
visualization
grid-tied architecture
to
with
manage all
supplemental on-site generation,
projects in the mono repo?
power system.
I think
using
Bloomberg
the
was,
same
like, the
similar
other side
desktop
of this
UI
that Bloomberg
as
did highlight was,
within
like,
SigmaShake
Colossus
desktop,
is the exception that
and
proves the rule because it
being
moved
able to
so
tune
quickly
settings
and
with
took
SSG
advantage of so many
or
different
deployments,
grids, and there were power generation from multiple states
etc.
at one point. And now there is pushback. Like, there wasn't pushback when Colossus was built originally because data centers were not a hot topic. And it's the same thing with launching rockets.
See
Like,
here, more
we were
wave
talking
heart.
to
Okay,
someone who
let's see
lives
what the
up in
wave
Santa
heart
Barbara. They're launching a
does,
lot of rockets
guys.
from Vandenberg.
Does it turn into a heart or does it
It's easy to
cheat?
get A lot of traffic.
Does it cheat or
It
turn into a
hasn't
heart?
risen to the
Let's see
level
here.
of protest, but you can imagine that building 10 more.
Oh my God, it
Vandenbergs
cheats,
would be
guys.
difficult
Oh wait, we have the
because you
refresh.
go to the local community and
Maybe
you
it's
say,
using the older
"Hey,
version."
We're going to build a space launch station, a space
All right, let's
port."
try again.
No, that sounds good. Like, you mean because we're gonna go to the moon
What
once
the
a
heck?
decade? And you're like,
Oh, I don't know
we're
what
gonna
that was. It was a
launch rockets
wave
10
heart.
times a day or 100 times a day. And people, if they have an example that they can draw from,
I don't
say,
know
"Oh,
about
like,
that.
community doesn't like it,
That's
so
a
I
little
shouldn't like
weird.
it." That's some of the pushback. But anyway, you can
All right.
keep reading. Shanu.
That's the wave heart.
Yeah, let's.
What's
Turbines
the?
solved a time to power
Where's the wave
problem
one?
So it accelerated the deployment while
Wave
substations and
arch.
transmission infrastructure were being built. That's very
I wanted
different from
like a
doing
hand
all of this
wave,
off-grid and economically.
and then I wanted a
AI load will
separate
still want to be
heart
grid-tied long-term.
with the timing of
I
when
have made this point
Navi
several times, but running
with the
your own generation
TTS
fleet at hyperscale is
welcoming
expensive
them
and
to
operationally
the chat.
complex. Fuel logistics, maintenance, N+1 redundancy, permitting, emissions compliance, balancing load and supply continuously, multiple
water.
equipment lead times. You don't just figure that out or want to do that overnight. Amin, the chief technology officer or the chief technologist at Google AI, does that mean DeepMind? Or straight up confirmed this on a podcast, and they literally bought a hybrid island power developer.
What?
BTM generation absolutely matters. It's becoming a
The
critical
user
bridge
should be able to
solution
attach
for
images and write. Okay,
utility
cool.
interconnect timelines are badly lagging demand growth, but I'd strongly push back on the idea that
Deploy
the
changes,
future is fully
the build and deploy.
Scale campuses. The industry is converging towards hybrid architectures, grid interconnect, plus captive generation, plus storage, plus demand response. They're throwing the
Hand
whole-
waves while Navi speaks.
Anyway,
Related.
Yes.
yes.
More perfect union.
Hand
as
first,
was
and then
earlier,
heart.
and
Heart appears at the end of the
They're
grid.
turning
Yes.
off
nearly
Mark Zuckerberg's
50,000
Distinct phases.
people in the Lake Tahoe area have been told they're
Should the hand and the heart
providing
distinct
power
phases
to them
morph between them?
because it's redirecting that power to data centers. NV Energy, the Nevada utility that supplied most of Lake Tahoe's electricity for decades, says that next year will stop servicing homes in the area
What?
and instead direct that electricity to the growing demand from Nevada data centers. Northern Nevada is one of the fastest growing data center corridors in the
Nevada?
country. I read this.
Northern,
I was like, this is
Northern
completely
Nevada,
It's so
Northern
stupid.
Las Vegas.
You read it and you're like, this
They're gonna
is such
turn-
an L in the making for the
They're
data
going to
center
turn
industry.
majority of their electricity that they're
And
generating
then it's
to
immediately gets
AI
noted.
data centers.
In a quote from the
Hey,
president of
we got
Liberty
emojis with
Utilities,
bodies.
Tahoe says this does not mean
We got emojis with bodies, guys.
Utilities and large
All right.
customers change
Cool.
energy supply frequently. So there's
Cool,
a
cool, cool.
supplier of energy that is saying like, hey, we're not going to renew our contract. We're
Yep.
going to divert the energy elsewhere. But
That's slightly better. Slightly better.
And so Andy Masley says everything MPU posts about
I
data
don't
centers
like
is
their-
complete garbage.
how
They have
they're
zero respect for their audience. Literally, no one here is losing
only
power.
one-dimensional,
This tweet is
though.
a complete lie.
But it's
What's actually
something.
happening is that a supply contract
Something.
between two utilities is ending, and the small one is just buying power from elsewhere. And this was all expected to happen
Maybe.
since 2009.
Oh,
The
seriously.
company that
I
serves
thought you were going to
homes.
say like 2 years ago.
The company that serves homes on the California side of Lake Tahoe is a small utility called Liberty. Liberty
Okay.
buys about 75% of its electricity from a much larger utility, NV.
All right, so since it's one-dimensional, we have to consider, since it's one-dimensional,
Liberty then sells that 49,000 to 49,000 customers. NV Energy has told Liberty it will stop selling them wholesale power after May 2027. It's kind of like Liberty's a coffee shop that buys beans and sells coffee to customers. The customers are the homes, and the beans are the electricity it buys from NV Storage or makes itself. This is like your local coffee shop ending a contract with a specific bean company and started buying beans from somewhere else. It doesn't stop you from buying coffee. Why is their contract with why is their contract ending with NV Energy? NV Energy selling to Liberty was understood as transitional since it started in
how to
2009.
deploy
Long
hasn't
story
been
short, NV
exercised.
Energy was basically
All right,
Liberty's
let's
only wholesale
create and wire
option
that
to
all
new
up.
transmission line
Make
that
sure
came
all
in May
those stages
2027.
are
Gives
visualized
Liberty access to a
and
much
seen.
wider Western market and, among other things, a much larger share of solar and wind and hydro.
Oh my God, they
That's
look
the
so
whole
bad
story
when they're
here,
sleeping.
ending the contract with NV Energy and opening up
All
this much wider
users,
pool with much
if
more
they're
renewable
sleeping,
energy was the
they
plan
should have the
here,
sleeping
completely
emoji.
separate from data center demand.
Interesting. Well,
And then when users are
it would
walking,
be remarkable if
since
all
everything is
Tahoe
one-dimensional,
was
look facing the screen, the camera, doesn't really have any, like, it creates an
somehow
awkward
you would
look
hit the
that
streets,
the
you'd be
emoji
hurt.
is, the character is looking straight at us and walking at the same time.
If
So
power
we
was
need to
lost
figure
Tahoe,
out
I mean,
a better
lot of,
solution to make it
influential
more
there. So,
better.
anyway,
All right, we got to
to
talk
set the
about
record straight on that.
we got to talk about
Unitree.
GDO1.
They build a new robot, and you're gonna love it. It's not scary at all.
Oh, guys, we saw this last
Looks
night.
very fun
We
and
saw this
scary.
yesterday. If you haven't seen it,
This is.
if you haven't seen it,
They
this.
just built
So apparently,
mech from
looking at this,
Avatar. This has been-
guys, since we're able to get news segments in real time, guys, at the bottom of our screen, we have news segments on the bottom. So if you pay attention to them, you should bring it up and look them up, because during stream, I was just reading the bottom of the news, and it gave us the source to this direct thing that they're going to show us right now.
Pictured many times in science fiction, and will strike fear into many people. Coincidence
that they use a
they're...
racing
Sorry.
It is cool. It does feel very hacker culture. Like, it feels like this was like a crack team, a little skunk works
They're using
project.
literally tires,
It doesn't
tires
look like
for
as
bikes on the
polished or ready
sides.
for, you know, sale, but remarkable.
They're selling it
results
for
there, like,
Gotta put this
$650K.
out so that the Americans
USD.
cancel all of their technology ambition and just go back to the dark
It
ages.
is intimidating. Is it a coincidence that it was launched the same day that or the same week that the summit is happening in China? I don't know. It is amazing that it turns into a horse of some sort, a four-legged creature. Although,
Crazy,
how do you
right,
drive it
guys?
At that point, if you're laying backwards, it needs some sort of gyroscopic seat. That one hasn't really been considered, because if you're laying back while you're driving it in horse mode, you're going to be maybe you'll just nap. Maybe you're like, oh, I want to commute. You know, Henry Ford said if I asked people what they wanted, they would ask for a better horse. This looks like a better horse to me. You get to work, you pop up into vertical mode. I'm fascinated by how they're controlling it. Is it just like a video game controller? Because some of this seems like it would require you to telegraph, like in the Avatar films, like the operator of the mech has full, like, the input is the actual arms. So if they want to swing a sword, they swing the sword.
Also,
they swing the machete physically with their arm, and then the robot does the bigger version
Oh,
of that.
Timeline
okay, that's me.
until these mechas replace horses for
Donut resumes,
police
okay.
use cases.
Ooh, I don't know. There's going to be pretty crazy pushback if that's rolling around during a riot.
I know, but the
Plus,
benefit here is that I don't think the mecha will
Wave heart, okay.
go to the bathroom
I mean,
on the ground.
obviously, this is going to happen at some point. A lot of these developments are very early. I bet you if you give that thing a strong kick, it falls over and sort of gets stuck at this point.
Sayla over on X
Yeah.
had pulled out the funniest part,
Yep.
which is that Unitree unveils the world's first mecha, show it breaking down a brick wall, and then in the launch announcement, they say, please everyone be sure to use the robot in a friendly and safe manner.
The heart shows off screen, or the wave shows off
egocentric
screen,
data collector
and
versus the mecha-mounted
the hand
small
wave
chat.
animation doesn't look like a hand at all.
Wild. Is there another video of this? Oh, yes. This is an AI video, but we have to play the version of this getting hot dropped into what you could imagine as the battlefield with 4 FC-200 4-drone formation, max payload of 600 kilograms, Unitree's new Transformer mecha, 500 kilograms of weight. That's probably without a human inside, so you might need 6 drones, but this is something that feels not that far away. Not that far away, although you drop that thing in the ocean, I feel like there are so many steps on the humanoid
Let's
robot.
see, what's his
path
deploy
with,
scope
you know,
do you
the
want next?
Deployment in a
What the
flat
heck?
surface in a warehouse
They even
makes so
have
much more sense than like
A parachute?
standing
Wow.
on a ladder, straddling a
Worker,
chimney
deploy the
in
worker,
rain, and
full
there's a little
release
bit
on
of
all 3
mud, and you use
platforms.
the power
Just the worker
tool and
for
the dust
desktop.
Picks up, like actually ruggedizing all of this is probably a whole second step in this process where you're adding more weight. That means more battery. You need better battery technology. I don't think you'll be dropping this into the Taiwan Strait anytime soon, but it certainly strikes fear into the hearts of many.
There's more humanoid news.
Yes.
Brett Adcock has a live stream going
That's right.
of their robots.
Yeah.
I do wonder how they're, again, I'm sure the comments are all, how do we know this is actually live, right? Like, how do we know?
So is
Whoa,
this the
whoa,
actual
whoa.
live stream right now? It's continuing.
Damn.
on? 'Cause
A live stream
I
is
pulled
just
this up an hour
taking
ago.
over
I mean, I guess exactly
Amazon's
the same.
jobs?
It's the robot, and they've been sorting for an hour.
for sorting.
Battery pack or plugged into the wall? What do we think? What's the
Well,
battery life?
He
on
says,
this
watch a team of humanoid robots running a full 8-hour shift.
thing? Okay. Oh, okay. So they might have swapped it out at some point for a
Yeah,
different
they could
one.
just trade.
Interesting. It looks like a lot of progress.
It's extremely fast.
It is fast. Like the movement's very natural. I wonder what is the goal here exactly? Because is the robot sorting these? What does it do with the blue one?
I think it's putting it so the shipping label is visible.
Or the shipping label's down. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That feels like, because some of the robot applications are things that you could do with a 2-axis gantry or a sorter. Like if you watch How It's Made, there are industrial machines, not robots, that can do all sorts of sorting. Like you watch like how Diet Coke gets filled and the
Oh my
cans roll
goodness.
down and it's
You know what?
they all need to be
I think there's a
upwards,
person in
and so
there, a
there's
person
machine
controlling that thing.
sorts them and tilts them all
That's
upwards.
it looks like it,
Obviously,
guys.
the humanoid use case
It was
is
training
much
on that
stronger,
data.
and that
So it
is
did that like
beneficial for so
hand
many
flip
things.
thing, that hand flip motion.
I don't know.
To flip the box and
If this
stuff.
is your
Apparently,
job.
they're just going to have
It looks
the
like a
robot
person that
go
is
until
controlling it.
It taps out.
Ooh,
until
okay, I like
which is
that.
cool.
That's great. Very cool. Well, in other video news that we need to play, General Catalyst launched an ad on X that might be making it into TV ads or display
GCat?
ads at some point. What?
GCat?
GCat? What's GCat? Oh,
That's what
General
all the-
Catalyst. Oh my God. Maybe that's the new ad campaign. But the campaign is called Meet GC, and it's a clear
Hi,
reference.
I'm GC.
And I'm VC.
Who's your friend here, VC?
This is Wolf AI, an
Wolf
AI
AI.
companion platform that combines robotics and machine learning. You'll never want a real dog after this.
You never want a real
People like
dog.
dogs, 'cause they already are, though, VC.
You don't need to walk it. You never need to tell the kids you sent my
What?
to the farm. We're leading the seed and could probably make room for you.
I'd love
What?
to hear more, but we actually have a really high bar.
People
on
get
it.
robot dogs now? What's going on?
Is Wolf AI
What the
okay?
heck? Why is the chat showing off screen?
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Doesn't
It's
look happy.
easy, easy. Stay. Stay.
I don't know. That doesn't look like a dog at all, guys. Doesn't look like a dog. Still a robot. Still a robot.
Interesting symmetry to the podcast.
The emojis on screen when I refresh the Vibecode sim
yeah,
source,
it's cool that, like,
it
the brand, like,
was
you
too
could
big and it showed
line
off
up
screen.
Two very different
Or
designs.
showed cut
but
off.
there's like
So, we need to
there's a
fix
through
that.
line there, even though it's obviously a nod to the Mac versus PC ads from the 2000s, which we can pull up to watch one of those. I think we've watched these before, and they have a very similar, stiff PC versus Mac look. But I think that was a good message of like, okay, like
We're
let's
not like the other
that,
venture capital.
but also like let's not fund the stuff that like is
Yeah.
pointless and useless. And if you already have a dog,
And
keep a dog.
this is a big moment
Yeah.
because you have been wanting a VC firm to just commit to paid advertising for a long
Well,
time.
I wouldn't say this is a commitment yet. We got to actually
like,
see
through,
some
like,
spend
running some
behind
spend,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Magazine
it's a
ads.
great. Yeah, in the right. I mean, certainly in like the Wall Street Journal and Forbes and like the places that people, the entrepreneurs go for information. It makes so much sense to actually spend on advertising to build a brand, especially when you're at the scale of General Catalyst. Can we pull up the Mac versus PC ads? We're not going to watch all of them. There's 66 of them. Talk about a generational run.
A lot of the same kinds of programs.
Yeah, like Microsoft Office.
But we retain a lot of what makes us us.
But you should see what this guy can do with a spreadsheet. It's insane.
Mogged.
Yeah, he knows that I'm better at life stuff, like music, pictures, movies, stuff like that.
Whoa, what exactly do you mean by better?
By better, I mean making a website or photo book is easy for me, and for you, it's not.
Oh, that kind of better.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the other kind.
What other kind?
Hello.
We can switch away because you've seen all these. Mark Andreessen quote tweeted it, dunked. He said, "Stay tuned for our upcoming ad campaign. We're the VC who doesn't sneer at your idea." Interesting, getting spicy. Yeah, red alert over there. Red alert.
What's going
A lot
on?
of red alert going on. It's a long thing.
Well, both companies are invested in robotics company Anduril.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a ton of portfolio overlap.
Oh no,
Alright,
I
let's
just
see,
think like in
chat
the world,
greeter, okay.
that's an Anduril product, that dog thing.
Probably.
I'm sure they've experimented with that form factor, and
Andurill's
both
got
of,
some
both
fresh
of,
funds. They
both
need
of
to
the
build
firm.
a Mecca.
Right.
It is. I mean, if there's ever someone to build the Mecca, it would be Palmer Luckey. He has talked about this stuff. I even asked him on stage once, like, walk me through the Pacific Rim vision. Like, how do we build that? And we had a fun back and forth about it. Well, we
Do you
should
remember? Do you remember much about his response?
Yeah. So his response
Because
to stuff like that.
Mecca form factor is just like, hey, I'm a sitting duck on a platform.
Yeah, exactly. So his point is always like the technology to build the Mecca is way behind the technology to like remote control something or put an AI on
I'm
board or
gonna
something
make
like
some
that. So,
food, guys, so
you
I'll
actually
just
don't wanna
be
build
back,
the
be
Iron
back.
Man suit because you can just build the drone, the
I'll just
submarine,
keep this
the-
on.
He'll use the example
Still
of
coding.
like Batmobile.
Yep.
Like if you need a vehicle for the city,
Yep.
like do you really need this like massive vehicle,
Yeah.
right?
No. You want something-
Clearly, Bruce Wayne just
Yeah,
wanted it.
the parking comment. He's obsessed with building Batmobiles. It's very funny. I don't know. That is a very cool demonstration, though. But Andrew always says, don't build the Batmobile and focus on like, is there an actual urgent need from the military? Is there support from Congress to actually appropriate the funds? And Unitree, I don't actually know. That feels like just like that's like a marketing project at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think their IPO is like very soon, right? Because I think the original application was like late March.
Yeah,
so
that would probably pump it.
soon.
And then also, they're showing it like break down a brick wall, but like when I was thinking about what that's actually valuable for, we were talking about like, could you deploy that and like sneak through a forest and then attack the enemy or something? It's so big, it's so visible. Like a single drone with a fiber cable coming out of the back is going to blow that up. It doesn't really seem that practical. Maybe if you're going over really rough terrain, you want the legs instead of a tank tread, but you can sort of just put a huge tank tread on something and just crush everything in your way. But if you're building and you need to get a bunch of 2x4s onto the roof, like there's a theory that might be a little bit better. You were saying you're forklift maxing and you think the forklift will always defeat that, but there's got to be certain areas where you can't necessarily bring a forklift because there's it's an uneven ground, a narrow entryway into the back of a house. You have all the 2x4s. You need to get them on the roof. You would otherwise be going up and down a ladder. And so Mecca to the rescue.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like pretty hard to justify this. Like, I think yes, for certain like emergency scenarios, it makes sense to have some like super weird form factor.
Emergency. I need a really cool piece of tech. I need something that looks really cool before my IPO. Emergency. We can flip over to the other financial news that's making headlines on the cover of the Wall Street Journal. Inflation accelerated 3.8% last month. Not good news. Joe Weisenthal has a couple posts, but one is just man. And he says, the headline, U.S. April producer prices rose 6% year over year. The estimate was 4.8%. So obviously the closure of the Strait of Hormuz is having an effect. We were talking about Diet Cokes. You would think that the caffeine doesn't come from the Middle East, the delicious caramel flavor, or whatever else they put in this, it does not come from the Middle East. But aluminum, actually, there are smelters in the Middle East. Aluminum is in shorter supply because of the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, and so Diet Coke is rapidly going out of stock, and so you need to load up if you're prepared.
How many? You got 4 or 5 pallets?
I have not actually gotten any. I'm not stockpiling Diet Coke
hoarding
yet, but who knows? Maybe prices go up. That's what inflation represents, and Wall Street is getting more anxious about it. So we can read through this quickly before we are joined by Max Levchin from Affirm. So surging energy prices have pushed investors' inflation expectations to multi-year highs. Tuesday's hot readout on consumer prices is intensifying Wall Street's anxiety about inflation. Even before the latest release of the Consumer Price Index, inflation expectations had been climbing, a potential trouble spot in the market where Stocks have largely shrugged off the US-Iran conflict and the resulting energy shock. And so investors bet on inflation by buying and selling both ordinary US treasuries and those that hedge the risk of inflation, called TIPS, Treasury Inflation Protected Securities. The gaps between the yields of those two types of bonds, known as the break-even rate, recently hit the highest level since October of 2022, according to Federal Reserve data, suggesting that investors expect annual inflation to average around 2.7% over the next 5 years. Now, that's not entirely doom and gloom, but the risk here is that the AI boom, the GDP numbers are sort of concentrated in AI, CapEx, and data centers. It's not evenly distributed. The real economy is only growing at 0.1%, while the real economy is suffering from 2.7% inflation over the next 5 years. That's a recipe for stagflation, stagnation plus inflation, a very rough thing for any economy to go through, and something that the market and the economy and the politicians should be focused on. So the 10-year break-even rate has also climbed, hitting 2.5% this month, its highest level since 2023, driven largely by the war-fueled surge in oil prices. The rise in inflation expectation worries investors because of the challenges it poses for the Fed interest rates policy and major indexes' latest run to records. And so for a while, everyone was thinking about maybe interest rates will come down, maybe mortgages will become more affordable, but there was even the whole debate or the fight with Powell and lawsuits, which were eventually dropped. But Powell and Trump were at each other's necks and issuing statements about their vision for the future of the American economy. And on the flip side, you have Kevin Warsh coming in, maybe more friendly, maybe more receptive to a rate cut, but the data makes that very, very hard to justify. And so we are in
in some ways, you know, who knows how history will view Powell, but like he landed the plane.
He did.
And then, you know, we get war in the Middle East, and now Kevin Warsh in some ways looks like he'll have just as tough of a job.
Potentially.
So.
Well, our next guest, Max Levchin from Affirm. He's the co-founder and CEO. He's returning to the show. And we've been keeping him waiting far too long. Max, how are you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for having me again. Third time's a charm.
Third time?
What have you learned about...
Third time can't be the charm. I want 25th time to be the charm.
What have you learned?
Let's keep it going. I love these.
I enjoy this tournament.
What have you learned about making coffee since the last
yes, the important update first.
Because I'm assuming you're never like, oh, I'm pretty good at this.
Or are you resting on your laurels? Are you the final boss?
I'm absolutely not.
Okay.
I took apart E61 Group, which is the classic 1961 sort of that's the granddaddy of all the espresso group heads, and I wanted to learn how the mushroom valve works because I thought mine was clogged. It turned out not to be clogged, but I went down an extremely deep rabbit hole of taking apart an E61, which I've actually never done before. So I'm now really boned up on how espresso machines worked in 1961 and since. But
yeah, people always talk about, like, when you get into coffee, you effectively vertically integrate or go deeper in the supply chain. You start roasting the own beans. You got to grow your own coffee. At a certain point, you have to be smelting the metals that go into the machines, understanding the alloys, coming up with new chemical processes. You have to set up your own mine.
You're putting all kinds of wrong ideas into my mind. Check. Ooh, not yet. Ooh.
Yeah. Did you smelt the metal that went into the espresso machine?
I've not smelt anything lately. I'm
a
gonna
novice, a real novice. Anyway, we're not here.
Next time I'll tell you about my smelting experiences.
Fantastic. I imagine that the smelting process is as intricate and as rewarding as the coffee making process in some ways. For the
I expect you to be able to try a coffee and understand
the alloy of the machine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Possibly. But I'm very, very long depth.
Okay.
Anything that you can go very deep into, like this is the time in general, but like depth as a competitive advantage is like a profound strength. So the reason I'm so into whatever things I'm into is I found over the years that if you out depth your competitors, they just can't beat you. So I'm very pro smelting. I'm very pro going ultra deep.
Yeah, that's interesting. Is there a translation or if you transpose that to sort of like advice for young people who might have anxiety about traditional career paths? I was sort of, we look at like job numbers all the time and layoffs, and at the same time, I think about when I was a kid, if I said, when you grow up, you will be a live streamer who at an AI lab. It's like none of those words existed back in the 90s, and here I am.
Yeah, also a lot of there's so much advice out there. It's like, you want to be a generalist. This is the age of being, a strong,
Maybe it's the opposite.
And when I look at people that are maybe sort of midway through their career, the highest earning, the most respected are almost always the ones with extreme depth, where they can simply outcompete anyone else in that role because they know more about it. They've put in more hours.
But what are you thinking for young people?
I'm definitely big on depth. I think I'll be these are like entirely non-contrarian opinions, but maybe they're contrarian right now. But I think it's a great time to get a computer science degree. I think if you're like ultra deep into really understanding how software is made, you are like everyone's gonna be a 10x engineer. If you're 1x engineer yesterday, you better be a 10x engineer tomorrow. That's the new baseline. But if you really, really get it, if you're smelting your own code, I'm just gonna go with the smelting analogy forever. But if you're that good, you're gonna be 10,000x engineer, and like you will be worth your weight in smelted gold. Who knows? But it's very, very powerful to be a deep expert. Like you are the one AI's one to learn from. And like that is the unattainable Mount Olympus of value. And so I would strongly suggest that being deep is great. Majoring in computer science is great. If you love computer science, like this is the time to major in whatever it is you see yourself being as deep as possible, because then you will become absolutely invaluable in the world.
What about industry specific depth? Like if a founder comes to you and they're like, oh, I've been building an e-commerce, but really, and I've done quite well, but really I'm interested in space. I want to work on that. You're
interested in space and you're not working on it. You're like, what are you doing? This is the very best time in history to do that.
Yeah. Like, but generally, like you've done quite well by just focusing on something, a category that you know better than maybe maybe like 3-4 other people in the world that understand the intersection of like money and technology the way that you do, and I feel like a lot of founders oftentimes will do one thing, feel like they kind of like climbed the mountain, and then some will just go back and climb a very similar mountain and do quite well again. Others want to jump ship and do something completely different.
So I tried both. My last startup in between the other payments startup was not in payments, and it turns out that I'm very good at climbing this one mountain. I'm just going to keep climbing it but also the reason I'm good at it is because I love depth, and I love getting deeper and deeper into payments, into how to make payments more expedient, more transparent in the case of a firm. And payments are a lot of things, and access to credit is a totally new idea. Like I've never touched credit until a firm, and now maybe without false humility, I think we are definitely one of the very best credit underwriters in the world, and are just getting better and better. We just announced yesterday we built an entire new model family loosely inspired by the attention mechanism that is powering all of your LLMs out there, including your parent company now. Some ideas we borrowed from the from all these really amazing discoveries in sort of pure language AI. And yet it feels like we're just getting started. Like every time I look at the sort of corpus of things that we can try to do, things we can build, a product we can launch, it's like, oh my God, like there's so much to do. Like there's absolutely no chance I'll get to rest. I'm not sure I'll get to sleep after all. It's the greatest time to build stuff because everything is faster and more exciting and easier to start. But the depth reveals itself the deeper you dig.
Okay, so we sort of mentioned, we referred to it a little bit, the 2026 Investor Forum. Who attended? What was the goal of that? Take us through that event, and then I have a whole bunch of follow-up questions about how you're communicating the at the current time.
Yeah, it was amazing. I'm still kind of slightly high on the whole thing. But the thing that was really fascinating, so we did this event 3 years ago, or similar event 3 years ago, and it's like a blink of an eye. Like I remember it was in the same building, so a lot of the same people attended. So these are mostly buy and sell side analysts, a bunch of our shareholders, a couple of our board members actually flew in for it, which was like a nice surprise to me. And the entire management team gets on stage and like, here's what I work on, here's what the company is, but like the reason analysts are there, they're like, okay, tell us about your vision, Max, yada yada yada. Really, what will the next 3 years worth of growth targets going to look like? And so the main act, I was the warm-up act. I try to be funny, but the main act was our CFO, Rob, who got on stage and said, all right, so we're going to grow to $100 billion of GMV. We're just in the range of touching 50. We're going to double. And we're going to do this by compounding at 25% every year. And we're going to move our profitability target from 3 to 4%, which is our current range, to 3.75 up. And so we're going to up the floor. We're going to be more profitable and grow faster. And it's like, faster? We're a bigger company now. Like, well, what are we doing? Like, wait a second. Last time we did this 3 years ago, we said we're going to compound at 20%. But instead we did it like 30 plus. And so just like this out of body experience of like, we're getting bigger. The room was significantly larger. Same building, different floor, different room, many more people, many more shareholders. And yet we're telling people like, hey, we're going to compound that much faster than the last time. It's like, I guess it's like a flywheel, this network we've built. It keeps them spinning faster. And so it was amazing in the sense that like, I knew all these numbers. Like I obviously approved and worked with the team to make sure we feel great about them. But when you sort of say it out loud, like compare that to the last time we told you the same thing, we're going to accelerate. It's like, wow, that is like so cool. So anyway, so I'm still very high from like being able to say that out loud. It's very fun.
So there's a flywheel. I imagine with a lot of financial companies, there's economies of scale. And so that seems doable. Are you also talking about TAM at this point because the company's so large, or is it still early enough that that's not something that investors are coming to you asking to sort of justify, well, you know, the global economy is only this big, and if you take 50% of it, well, there's nothing else.
The good news is that $100 billion of payments in this country is but a drop in the bucket of an even larger bucket. We're in no danger. The U.S. revolving credit, which is obviously a fraction of total